In this video, we'll do question number 4 of exercise 1.1. This is the last question of exercise 1.1. In this, we have 3 statements and we have to check whether the statements are true or false. Now, I will explain you the answer through a diagram. And believe me, if you understand this diagram, you will be able to do all such questions very quickly and with accuracy, always correct. And I have already explained this diagram 3-4 times in the previous videos, and I will do it again quickly once again. So we draw a small circle. This is circle of natural numbers. So we have all the natural numbers inside this circle, so we call it capital N. Now we draw another circle. This time one more number 0 is written here and we get a bigger circle. This bigger circle has 0 inside it and all the natural numbers inside it. So which collection does it represent? Yes, you are correct. This becomes collection of all the whole numbers. Now there are more numbers. What are those more numbers? Negative numbers. Now if we write all the negative numbers outside this second circle, -5, -4, -1, -100, -999, whatever. So we get another big circle. Now this big circle has all the negative numbers inside. It has all the whole numbers inside, all the natural numbers inside it. So this big circle becomes circle of integers. All the integers are inside this big circle. Now we have another type of numbers which comes into the picture. Those are in the form of p by q, fractions. 1/2, 5/3, -7/8, -19/11, 15 by 19, whatsoever. So all these numbers together gives us another big circle, a collection of numbers. This big collection of numbers is called rational numbers. Okay. So now what we will do, we'll use this figure to answer all these questions. How? Read the questions carefully now. Every natural number is a whole number. We are talking about natural numbers here. We are talking about whole numbers here. So we go back to this figure and we see natural numbers and whole numbers, their size. Natural number is here and whole number is here. Which one is bigger? Whole number. And which one is smaller? Natural number. So we know that this is smaller and this one is bigger. So if I ask you, is it possible that the smaller circle is inside the big circle? Answer is yes. So this statement becomes true. That means we are saying all the natural numbers, are inside the whole numbers. This is what the statement tells you. So the statement becomes true. Correct? Now, second statement says every integer is a whole number. Again, we go back to this diagram. Integer and whole number. So we check the size of these two. Integer is here and whole number is here. So integer is bigger, whole number is smaller. So we write down this is small, this is big. So if I ask you now, can you say that, integer is big, I wrote incorrect. This is big and this is small. Now if I ask you, all the integers are inside whole numbers. That means this circle of integer is big. Can it be inside this smaller circle? Answer is false. So see here, integers is big circle. It cannot be inside whole number. So the statement is false. So this tells you whenever out of these two, the first one is small, the answer will always be true. If the first one is big, the answer is false. Using this logic, now I ask you, here we have rational numbers, here we have whole numbers. You know that rational number is the outermost circle, the biggest one. So this is big and this is small. Just using this logic, can you tell me whether the statement is true or false? Absolutely correct. The answer is false because big circle cannot be inside the small circle. So we will say every rational number is a whole number is a false statement. Understood? So what you have to do is you have to just remember this figure. I'll make it as in a very small size. It has to be like this. You just make a small figure in a rough column, natural numbers, whole numbers, integers and q, and use this figure to answer all such statements. Okay?